Hello, my name is Nissy Tee and welcome back to another episode of Watchman News Extra. Yes, where I get the chance to read all of your funny, interesting, and sometimes very, very shady comments. I'm super excited to read today's comments because of course I was away for a little while, went over to go and get married, as I said last week. Thank you so much for all the congratulations and the love that you all shared. But of course, I know that there are probably some comments in here that have nothing to do with that and are a little bit shady, like I said before. So let's dive straight into it because we have a lot to go through. So, last week I spoke about the messiest elections in US history and of course hashtag Congo is bleeding. Again, I felt like it was a very important topic to talk about, something that is not usually covered, especially by mainstream media. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in and being so responsive to that as well. And like I said before, if there's anything else that you want to find out about it, please do check out the description box below. But let's dive in. So, oh, Norman Bao. Thank you so much again, Norman Bao, which by the way, you have such a friendly looking picture. I can see his picture right now and you just look so lovely and so friendly with your glasses. So hi, Norman. Hope that you're good. Who said, welcome back, Nissy, and congratulations. I'm not going to lie to you. I just wanted to mention that I got married once again. So just thought I'd let you know. But thank you so much. Oh my gosh. This is actually a comment that Tommy actually forwarded and sent to me. And he said, yeah, Nissy, I'm never doing Watchman News ever again because of this comment. Benara Holland said, no disrespect to Tommy, but I personally missed you, Nissy. Let me see the reply. Oh, wow. Okay, someone gave a prophecy. I thought you were going to add and say that you missed me too, but it's okay. I'm not going to read that because it was a long message. But thank you so much, Benara. I am so glad that I was actually missed. I really am making a bit of an impact here. I missed you guys too. And listen, Tommy did a very great job. So thank you so much again to Tommy who stepped in for me. But yeah, I'm really happy to know that you guys actually like to see this face on Watchman News. So thank you so much. So someone by the name of Chineye M. Dot. So Chineye M. Dot says, thank you for shedding light on what's happening in the DRC Congo. Been praying with you all and will continue to pray and amplify the voice of Congolese people. Hashtag Congo is bleeding. Hashtag justice for Congo. Hashtag pray for Congo. Chinenye. Sorry, I said that so wrong. Chinenye. Right? Apologies if I said that bad. But massive shout out to you. I'm glad that, you know, people are appreciating the fact that we did that. And a few people actually made comment about how they had either no clue or, yeah, just the fact that they were really appreciative. People DM'd me, people messaged me, just saying that they were appreciative that the story was even covered. Right. I'm going to do this in random, right? So I'm going to scroll, and I'm going to pick a comment. Oh, they're all so nice. The ones that the two that I kind of like my finger fell between were congratulations on your journey. May the Lord bless your union. Amen. Yay, congratulations, girl. Wishing you a happy married life. Amen. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Someone by the name of Breakthrough, just reading this because I think it's important, said, BTW, by the way, your hair is laid. Thank you. Thank you. I do try. I really do. I try for you guys, okay? Sometimes I'm a bit worried. I'm like, is it a bit bumpy here and there? But I appreciate that. It shows that I'm working and it's working. Let me read some more comments. A lot of them are congratulations. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, okay. So someone by the name of N. Simmons, they started off with Nissy. You know when someone starts off with just Nissy, you know that the response might be a bit questionable. So let me read this. So Nissy, I really believe that no one can stand for any country and build it up, but a national of that country. So yes, we travel all over the world, but we must give back to our own land. Who else will do it? Africans need to have more pride and gratitude towards their land. Why are foreigners benefiting from what God gave us? Let good sense prevail. We have something great. Shout out to you, N. Simmons. Okay, we like that. We like that. And one thing that I will say though is I do agree, but I also don't agree. And you know, Watchman News Extra is when I actually get to give my own opinion, okay? Because you know, Watchman News, I try my very best to stay unbiased, of course. But on this occasion, I'm gonna give my opinion. One thing that I will say is that I think, especially this year, we have definitely seen Africans, whether it be in the continent or across the diaspora, who have stood up and shown how much gratitude and pride they have for the continent of Africa. I think that that's something that cannot be denied, and that's not something that should be dismissed either, purely because I guess, you know, the comment kind of suggests that, you know, well, you do say have more pride, so I guess it does exist. And yes, very, very true, we should have more pride in it, but I definitely feel like we're going in the right direction. You know, Africans are proud of where they come from, they're proud of their nations, they're not, you know, no one is perfect and the nations are not perfect, and that's what people are fighting for. But I will definitely see that, you know, Africans are waking up. We're waking up as a whole and realizing something needs to be done, and we are ultimately a part of that something, you know? So thank you so much for your comment. I appreciate it. That Nissy at the beginning though did scare me a little bit. It made me think of my mum when she just calls me Nissy. That's what it made me think of. Quite scary. Wow, people are actually, wow, guys, you guys are so lovely this week. Normally you guys are shady as hell, but people are like, congratulations. Yes, Nissy is back. I'm actually so happy to read this. Okay, so MPL says, I personally believe the Democrats got out of hand and overused their fraudulent balance scheme out of desperation. Some Republicans are probably also involved, but mainly Democrats, since they were more desperate in trying to win, especially with a weak candidate like Biden and Kamala. Ooh, this is the moment that the Democrats start to come into the comments and start to fight. Remember, this, by the way, was MPL. I didn't say it. MPL said it. One more time. I didn't say it. MPL said it. So if you want to direct any anger, because right now I know that all the Democrats are triggered, the liberals are triggered, the leftists are triggered, don't come for me, come for them. Just saying. Okay. Oh, and Rig Nation responded. Shout out to that. Dr. Tee said, where did you get this information concerning Hunter Biden's former business partner? Very interesting that this has not received greater publicity. And of course, it was responding straight away. The New York Post was first to break the story, but immediately had their Twitter and Facebook account deleted. Google suppressed any spread of the information. And yes, it is true. If you do a bit of hunting, you'll be able to track down, well, at least try and track down remnants or things that people have said surrounding that New York Post. So these are real life articles that were written that basically stated that the New York Post were the first to break the story, but when they did, it was quickly retracted. And like we said, Twitter and Facebook removed their account. And guess what? They said that the only way that they will put those accounts back and allow the New York Post to have those accounts back is if they delete the post. You remember before on Watchman News, I was questioning and talking about the fact that we are slowly becoming, with all these tech giants and the control that they have, slowly becoming more like communist China, whereby people are only supposed to post one type of thing and not another type of thing. Yeah, that is what's basically happening. People are being censored, people are being oppressed and suppressed, and people are not being allowed to share their thoughts and their voices unless it fits with the narrative. So guys, just keep an eye out, okay? Because there is a lot going on in this world. Right, I'm going to read a few more of your comments. Let me scroll again. All right, cool. Oh, so this person wrote in capital letters. Again, you know, capital letters, you're basically shouting. So they're shouting. I don't know if they're shouting at me, shouting at you, shouting at all of us here at Rig Nation. I don't know, but let's take a look. So Dispatcher 92, literally they wrote out Dispatcher 92 twice, put 3 American flags, by the way, and said, fake news. Everyone is not dancing in the streets. It's what they showed for those of us who are woken. POTUS is the winner. It's called corrupt politics, period. As Amina and Rek said, enjoy the movie. Oh, wow. I think this comes from that snippet. What's so funny is that Tommy actually showed me a snippet from what I think you're referring to with regards to politics and the movie. It went viral. It was going everywhere online. If we happen to find it, we'll make sure we insert it now. If we don't happen to find it, just type in Amina and Rec maybe and see if you can discover it. But it was basically a snippet from a movie where there was a conversation in a dark room or in a dark space, and the woman basically was like, you know, people voted. What about the vote? What about democracy? And the guy was like, listen, we only give people the illusion of democracy. We let them vote so that we can make them feel like they're actually doing something. But really and truly, we decide what happens. Now, to say that's too far away from politics today, I don't know if I can say that. So Matthew Olds says, whoa, they wrote a long ass essay. Okay, right, brace yourself, grab a tea, grab a snack, grab something, because this is gonna be a long one. Okay, so Matthew Olds says, excuse me, miss, I just want to correct you. You started out by print the vice president-elect Indian and then African-American. She identifies more. Okay, right, let's read that again. Excuse me, miss, I just want to correct you. You started out by, and I'm assuming saying, the vice president-elect Indian and then African-American. She identifies more with African-American than she does with Indian. But one thing I've learned about Europeans are they don't like themselves, special black Europeans, especially black Europeans, as well as black Africans, into black people, learn how to love each other and promote each other. We can always be last around the world. Secondly, you let some man speak regarding the election, and that is a lie. He has been projected, not only projected, but he is president-elect. The reason you guys are very negative is because your prophet said that Donald Trump was going to win, and he didn't. And then your prophet got on, which, by the way, you spelled prophet wrong, just saying. It's not P-R-O-F-I-T. You spelled it correct before, but you spelled it wrong the second time, just saying. Then your prophet got on with a Caucasian white lady and asked her who you think's gonna win. He's supposed to be a prophet. He should have known these things. Republicans and Democrats in America are both ran by the powerful. So when you guys put down one party in America, both parties are really bad people. I'm an independent and believe in God, God only, so you can get on this YouTube station and spit out all this rhetoric, stop taking one side, and you call yourself Christians, but you're taking one side, and that's never good when the last time you read your Bible and read Proverbs 3 from verse 5 to 6. Have a blessed day. That's how they ended. Have a blessed day. So, interesting. Okay, so basically, Matthew Olds is saying that something about Africans, I'm just going to leave that there. Then about Donald Trump, and saying that the only reason that we are basically questioning the elections, which I 100% did, because guess what? There was evidence that showed that there was ballot fraud that happened. Dead people voted, guys. I mean, if that's democracy, then fine, let that be democracy. But I just thought that democracy was when the people get to put votes that are lawful and that are true, and then whoever is elected is reflective of the decision that people had made, again, in a lawful and truthful manner, not in a manipulative, not in a lying, not in a, just manipulative way. I just thought that that's how it works, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. And then you go on to basically say that, the things that were prophesied were not wrong. I mean, were not correct. Just so I can reiterate what happened, right? And I'm gonna be talking about this in this week's, in fact, by the time you watch this, it will already be out. So go and check out the Watchman news that I did yesterday, because I basically talk about the process. And I say that the president who will be put into the White House, okay, in January of 2021, will be announced by the Electoral College. And I've got some Americans in the room. Is this correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? He will be announced in December, but by the Electoral College, right? Those are the people that would actually determine and say, we have counted all the votes in all the states, everything is correct, all the investigations have been done, all the audits have been done, all of that's done. Now we can announce the President of the United States of America. That's correct, right? Okay, I've got Americans in the building, okay? They know their politics. So For me to question and to say there isn't a president yet is true. Well, there is Donald Trump. Joe Biden is not the president yet because it hasn't officially been announced yet by the Electoral College. This is all part of the Constitution, guys. I'm not making this up. Just saying. But anyway, thank you so much for your comment and have a blessed day too. I'm going to read one more comment and then I'm going to wrap it up. Let's see. Let me scroll and pick a random comment. Okay. No, all of them are congratulations. Thank you. Okay. So, Jamilias Chanel says, something needs to be done to all Congo. Now, I don't know if you meant to say all Congo men, as in people, or to all Congo and then ... man. Like, you know when you say, something needs to be done, man. I don't know if that's what you meant. But they then went on to say, they need to know they are being used. They need to be educated so they love their people to create unity. And you know what? I think that's probably a perfect place to stop. I 100% agree. I think the more that, not just even Congo itself, but just African leaders or just leaders around the world actually genuinely have a care and have the desire to see the people of their nation do well, to advance, to grow, whether it be economically, whether it be, spiritually, whatever. As long as there's that in their heart, there will naturally be unity that will be created because that will reflect in the way that they do things in their country. So 100%, we will continue to pray for Congo, pray for all the different nations that started trending or started getting some spotlight on them, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and also nations across the world. We need to be interceding for all of our nations, whether it be the United States, whether it be the United Kingdom, parts of Africa, China, Asia, whatever it is, we ultimately need to pray because right now things are being exposed. 2020, they do say 2020, perfect vision, right? We are being exposed to what is happening around the world and we cannot ignore it. So let's continue to pray, let's continue to intercede, and of course, let's continue to act and make sure that we are a part of those changes too. But anyway, I am going to end it there. Thank you so much once again for sharing your comments. You know I love them. Whether you agree, whether you disagree, I don't even care. As long as you are leaving a comment and you are being a part of this conversation, guess what we will never do? We will never be like those other mainstream platforms who like to censor you just because we don't necessarily agree with what it is that you are saying. We are open to your conversation. We are open to your opinions. And more importantly, we are open to you sharing your real thoughts. Again, even if we don't necessarily like it. So make sure you come back again next week where I will be, of course, reading through your funny, interesting, and sometimes very, very shady comments. Take care and I'll see you again next time.